Shopping for new beds. Oh, we got one. I don't know what's going on here this morning at Media City. I've just come walking across the bridge and check this out. There's just rubbish all over the place, bottles and a big pile of it there.
Or do you think it would be better off if they should stay within the squad and have their moments too?
Okay, so the sound was a bit cocked up
Man.
on the early part of the vlog. There's something wrong with my phone. I don't know what it is just yet. But anyway, as a little bit of compensation, I've brought Dave here to talk a little bit of football for you. So, Dave.
Yes.
United City, Chelsea, 3-3, smashing it. Hang on. Can we just appreciate that view?
Yeah, look at that.
That's awesome, isn't it? What an awesome view.
Manchester under the sunshine.
That bit's Manchester. Oh, hang on. As you lot look at it, it's that bit is Manchester. That's all Salford. So anyway, yeah, United City, Chelsea, off like an absolute rocket. I think as expected. I don't think anyone anticipated any sort of drama with United City or Chelsea. The big game's next. How do you see next month starting to pan out in the Prem?
Yeah, it's going to be big, and I've been impressed with Chelsea. And I haven't been impressed with Chelsea. They've had to bring on a number of strikers in their games to get the results over. United and City have been brilliant. Pep Guardiola really putting his style of play there. Moments in the game, there's like 50-minute spells where City will just dominate the ball. They'll create hundreds of chances, and then it'll go back to the slower tempo. But it's going to be a cracking derby, to say the least. United have looked very strong defensively so far. The game against Hull was a bit different. Hull did sit back for 90 minutes, but you look at the Southampton game. Southampton had more possession in that game. United was solid. They looked like they were breaking a bit better than before. And I think with the integration,
we looked clinical as well. And even
thing.
Against Hull, I thought we looked fairly clinical. I mean, Marcus Rashford's chance just before he puts the winner away, that the keeper makes a fingertip save out of. I think there's been opportunities there, and I think that's what the difference is for us. I think I still make us favourites going into the derby, regardless of whether Aguero plays or not. I think, from what I've seen, City look irresistible going forward. There's no way this is going to be 0-0, put it that way. But I also think that they look awful at the back. Defensively, look all over the place.
I think when you look at City, when they actually have to defend, they press very, very well, and that's what Guardiola teams do. They do get numbers around the ball. You look how they're setting up. The 3 forwards go, and then the 2 centre mids, and then Fernandinho, the fullbacks. But if you get City into the final third, they've looked a bit shaky. They look very shaky against Sunderland. They look shaky at spells at the weekend. So if United can get the ball into that final third, I think Zlatan's going to be key to bringing the team higher up the pitch. Then you let the likes of Pogba, who's going to be physical, and it's going to be an interesting battle in midfield. Look at City's midfield does look lightweight. Fernandinho is a lean player.
That's always the criticism of Guardiola teams, isn't it? They're all small and very technical, but they can't fight when they need to fight. And as Mourinho learned in his experience with him, I mean, I'm sure we're about to find out.
Yeah, I think that you look at the size is one big thing. City's average height in the Premier League with the players they've used so far is 5'9", I think. Man United are the 4th tallest in the league, 6'3". So that's firstly is a big thing from set pieces. But you've also got to look at Kevin De Bruyne and look into that situation. 2 assists this season, both coming from really good in free kicks. So we need to be careful of not fouling in those areas.
But also West Ham was awful at the set piece, absolutely awful. The marking at the set piece was not even schoolboy level. It was just shit.
It wasn't good enough. But I think it's the quality of De Bruyne from those areas that you've got to just there's got to be something around the team. Don't give these free kicks away. Yes, we've looked better defensively. Mourinho loves using a target, using a striker at the front post to get rid of the ball. But you look at United last season. One of their weaknesses, they conceded the 2nd highest percentage of their goals from set pieces. It was only Swansea competed a higher percentage of their goals. But United didn't concede much, so it's a bit misleading. But they've already got better under Mourinho for me as well. You've got the likes of Fellaini. Hopefully he starts. Hopefully he's fit again. Pogba's tall. Zlatan's tall. And then you've got Eric Bailly there. So I think there's enough quality there. Luke Shaw, who's deceptively good in the air. Against Hull City, that brilliant clearance at the back post. So I think
you've also got to look at the pacey outlets. As we were saying earlier, you've got to look at, obviously Zlatan's going to be the target. There's going to be crosses going into the box, which I like. But then you've got to maybe look at using Rashford over Mata, maybe someone like that.
Yeah, I think Mkhitaryan's definitely got to come in to have that pace and that to give United that width. You know, Mkhitaryan, we haven't seen much of him yet, but how he created a lot of his goals last season was getting the ball wide and putting crosses into the box. You know, driven crosses to Aubameyang to finish away. Aubameyang deceptively poor in the air, so a lot of them was to his feet and he'd slot it away. So if we can get Mkhitaryan having that relationship with maybe Rashford, you know, if Rashford can play off Zlatan and then make that run ahead of him when the ball goes up, and then Mkhitaryan, and potentially I'd like to see Rooney on the left hand side. I don't know where you put Rooney in, but you've got to put him in somewhere.
I'm not sure he's right for our system at the moment, but in the derby I want to see him play.
Oh, right, give it a video. If we get 500 likes on this video, I will release the next video, which is a special secret video that me and Dave have done, which is a lot of questions out there in Media City by the Docks. So 500 likes on this video. That's it for this week's vlog. Like, subscribe, comments in a bit.